Today we have 3 draws making an important milestone in women's football. We are going to start by the drawing of lots of the qualifiers of the Under-17 Women World Cup 2022, followed by the qualifiers of the Under-20 Women World Cup 2022, and finally the drawing of lots of the qualifiers of the Total Women Africa Cup of Nations 2020.
It's definitely.
In order to start the drawing of lots of the Under-17 Women World Cup 2022, I would like to invite to the stage one of the very important players in Africa. She played for the different age category in the national teams of Egypt in the Under-17, Under-20, and in the senior team. She's playing for Al Club Al Gona, and she's the top scorer of the Women Egyptian League right now. Please welcome to the stage Nadine Razi. Hello Nadine, how are you doing?
Hello, thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Nadine, as you know, the women football activities were stopped for almost a year now because of COVID-19. But now we are coming back again with very important events in women football. How do you feel as a player about the coming back to football again?
This feels great. It gives me more motivation to train and to help my team and my nation. And I think it gives them more motivation to the players and a better chance for each nation to prove itself.
Yeah, that's great to be back again in the competition. Okay, we are going to start the drawing of lots. We are going to start the drawing of lots now. Let me explain quickly the procedures of the draw. So we have 29 engaged teams in the competition. 19 teams are exempted, and 10 teams will play the first round. The exempted teams were done through a ranking of the last 3 editions. According to the ranking, we have the teams playing the first round. We tried as much as possible to distribute the teams zonally. But of course, in some zones, we have different numbers of engaged teams, so we are mixing the neighboring zones together. So in Pot A and B here, we have the teams playing the first round. In Pot A, we have the teams of Rwanda, Kenya, South Sudan, Eritrea, DR Congo, and Equatorial Guinea. In Pot B, we have the teams of Benin, Mauritania, Sierra Leone, and Senegal. So the first team drawn will play the first match against, one moment, just to explain, will play the second match against, the first match against the second team drawn, and then the third team will play against the fourth team drawn, and so on. We will continue with Pot A, and then we will resume with Pot B. And after finishing the first round, we will go to the round 2. Okay, let's start now. The first team drawn will play the first match at home in matches 1 and 2. Eritrea. Eritrea will play the first leg at home against South Sudan. So the first match of the qualifiers of the Under-17 Women World Cup will be Eritrea-South Sudan. The first leg is in Eritrea, second leg is in South Sudan. Yes, please. Matches 3 and 4. Equatorial Guinea will play against Kenya. First leg in Equatorial Guinea and second leg in Kenya. The last match from this zone, matches 5 and 6. Democratic Republic of Congo against Rwanda. DR Congo versus Rwanda in matches 5 and 6, first leg in DR Congo and second leg in Rwanda. Now we will continue the matches of the first round with the other 4 teams remaining from Pot B. We have Benin, Mauritania, Sierra Leone, and Senegal who will face each other. Let's start by the first match from this zone. In match 7, we have Senegal. And Senegal will play against Sierra Leone. The first leg match is in Senegal and the second leg is in Sierra Leone. The following matches 9 and 10. Benin. And the last team, is Mauritania. So this concludes the matches of the first round, which will be played 13, 14, 15 January, and 27, 28, 29 January, matches from 1 to 10. The other teams, the other exempted teams are divided into 2 categories. So the first category of the exempted teams are here in the 2 pots, and then the top-ranked exempted teams are going to play automatically against the winners of the 10 matches played in the first round. So in pot A here for the second round we have Ethiopia, Tanzania, Burundi, Djibouti, Uganda, Namibia, Zambia, and Botswana. In pot B we have Egypt, Niger, Sao Tome, Guinea, Liberia, and Guinea-Bissau. The first team drawn from pot A will play against the second team drawn from pot A, exactly the same procedures that we did in the first round. Nadine, let's go ahead. The first match of the second round, matches 11 and 12, between the first team drawn now will play the first match at home, Zambia. And Zambia will play against Namibia. Zambia will play against Namibia, and the winner of this match in the following round will play against the winner of match Cameroon versus winner 1-2. The following match after 1-2 Cameroon, Djibouti. Djibouti will play match 15-16 against Burundi. Djibouti will play against Burundi in matches 15-16, first leg in Djibouti, second leg in Burundi. And in the next round, they will play against the winner of the next match now, which is between the first team drawn, Tanzania, and the second one, Botswana. The winner of Djibouti-Burundi will play against the winner of Tanzania-Botswana in the next round. And then match 19-20 is winner of 3-4 versus South Africa. And the next one, 21-22, is Uganda. And the last team from this spot, Ethiopia. Uganda versus Ethiopia. Then we will move to the last pot, and the first team drawn will play against the second team drawn as usual in matches 25-26. And the winner of this match will face Nigeria or the winner of 5 and 6 in the following round. Egypt. Egypt will play in this round against Guinea-Bissau. Egypt will play against Guinea-Bissau, and the winner will play against the winner of Nigeria in match 5 and 6. The next game, matches 27-28. Liberia. And Liberia will play against Guinea. Liberia will play against Guinea, and the winner will play against winner of 7-8 Ghana. And the last match, 31-32. Niger will play against Sao Tome. And the winner will play against the winner of match 9-10 Morocco. As I mentioned before, always the team mentioned first play the first match at home, and the team mentioned second play the second leg at home. The matches I played in 3, 4, 5th March and 17, 18, 19th March. This is the second round. Since we are only qualifying 3 teams to the World Cup, we have to play another 2 rounds. Okay, from the previous round, the winner of each match will play against the winner of the next match, 11-12 against 13-14, 15-16 against 17-18, 19-20 against 20-20, 21-22, and so on. And then the winner of this round again, the winners of this round will face each other again in the 4th round, because as I mentioned, only 3 teams have qualified to the World Cup. So this last round will qualify only 3 teams to the World Cup, and the round, these qualifiers will end 2, 3, 4 June. This concludes the draw of the qualifiers of the Under-17 Women World Cup. Nadine, how do you feel about the matches? What do you think of the matches that you just decided for us? Let's have a look at the second round especially. How do you feel about the matches and for Egypt also?
They look very exciting and a lot of competitive matches, and I can't wait to see how the nations do.
Yes, I think we will have very interesting matches, and there are very strong teams, and everyone is eager to go again and play in the women competition as before. Thanks a lot, Nadine. Thank you, everyone, and good luck for all the teams. We will have a short break, and then we will come back with the drawing of lots of the qualifiers of the Under-20 Women World Cup. Thank you. Thanks. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the drawing of lots of the Under-20 Women World Cup qualifiers. In the Under-20 Women World Cup qualifiers, we have 40 engaged teams, which is a record in the history of this competition from Africa. So we will have 24 exempted teams from the first round and 16 teams playing the first round. Exactly like what we did in the Under-17, we established the ranking based on the last 3 editions results, and according to the ranking, we separated the exempted teams who will play from the second round from the teams who will play the first round. In the first round, we distributed the teams as much as possible geographically, but of course, as I mentioned before, we don't have the same number of engaged teams from each zone, so sometimes we need to mix some zones with the other zones. So in Pot A, we have Rwanda, Djibouti, Eritrea, South Sudan. In Pot B, we have Eswatini, Mozambique. These are the only 2 teams remaining from this zone after exempting the other teams, so they will play together anyway. In Pot C, we have Mali, Mauritania, Benin, Niger, Togo, Tunisia. And finally, in Pot D, we have DR Congo, Central Africa, Sao Tome, and Equatorial Guinea. And then we will, after finishing the first round, we'll proceed with the second round. So in order to start the drawing of lots of the Under-20 Women World Cup qualifiers, I would like to invite again to the stage Nadine Razi, who is, she was the youngest player in the Africa Cup of Nations 2016 in Cameroon, and she's still part of the national team of Egypt. Hello, Nadine, again. So as I mentioned, you played with the senior team, but you also played in this age category competition, Under-17 and Under-20. So what is the importance of these competitions for you to develop the skills and the quality of the player to be able to participate with his team or her team in the national, international level?
I think it's a great start for the player because it gives them a chance to prove themselves and try to make their country proud, and it makes them be able to compete in a closer level. So when they are promoted to the first team, they are capable and can do great things.
Yes, exactly. We have seen some great players who started from the Under-17 and Under-20, and then they moved on to the higher senior levels. Yes, thank you, Nadine. So now we will start our drawing of lots. We are following the same usual procedure. So the first ball drawn will play against the second ball drawn, and then the third one against the fourth one. And we will repeat the same steps in all the pots, in the first 4 pots for the first round, and then in the last 2 pots for the second round. So let's start, please, with the pot A. Match 1 and 2. Djibouti. Djibouti will play the first match against Eritrea. So matches 1 and 2 will be between Djibouti and Eritrea, and the first leg will be played in Djibouti and the second leg in Eritrea. Yes, please. The next match. Matches number 3 and 4. South Sudan, and the last team from this pot. Rwanda, South Sudan versus Rwanda. The next match, as I mentioned, from this zone, after exempting the other teams from the COSAFA zone, we have only Eswatini and Mozambique, but just to confirm the 2 teams and to see who is playing the first leg at home and the second leg at home. So the first one will play the first leg at home, which is Eswatini. Eswatini, and the next board should be Mozambique. Let's confirm it. Yes, Mozambique. Matches 5 and 6, Eswatini versus Mozambique. We'll proceed with the pot C now. Mauritania. Mauritania will play match 7 and 8. The first leg is in Mauritania, and the opponent is Tunisia. So Mauritania will play against Tunisia. First leg in Mauritania, second leg in Tunisia. The following match, Niger. Niger will play match 9 and 10. And the opponent of Niger is Benin. Niger will play against Benin. The last two balls from this zone, from this pot. Togo. And the last one remaining, against Mali. And then we'll move to pot D for the last zonal area in the first round. We have the teams of Congo, DR, Central Africa, Sao Tome, and Equatorial Guinea. The first one drawn is Democratic Republic of Congo, playing match number 13 and 14, the first leg in DR Congo. And it will be played against Sao Tome. The second leg will be in Sao Tome. And then the last match of the first round between the two remaining teams of this zone. Equatorial Guinea and the last team in the first round, Central Africa. As I mentioned, 16 teams are playing the first round. The dates of this round is 5 to 7 August and 19 to 21 August. They will qualify 8 teams to the second round. In the second round, we have the exempted teams, the 24 exempted teams. Part of the exempted teams, the top-ranked teams, will play against the teams winners from the first round, and the remaining ones are in the pots here. We will do a draw now to see the order of the matches. In pot A, we have Uganda, Burundi, Kenya, Malawi, Namibia, Angola, Botswana, and Zambia. In pot B, we have Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso, Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, Gabon, Congo, and Egypt. Okay, let's go on with pot A. This would be match 19-20. Match 17-18 will be 1-2, winner 1-2 versus Tanzania. Burundi will play in match 19-20. And the opponent of Burundi will be Namibia. Burundi will play versus Namibia, and the winner of this match will play against the winner of match 17-18, which is the winner of 1-2 versus Tanzania. In the following round, they will play against each other. Match 21-22. Angola played the first match at home, and the second leg will be in the home of their opponent. Botswana. Angola will play against Botswana, and the winner will face the winner of 3 for Ethiopia in the following round. Match 25-26. Kenya. Kenya will play match 25-26 against Uganda. And in the next round, the winner of 25-26 will play against 27-28, so they will play against the winner of 5-6 versus South Africa. The next match is 29-30. Zambia, playing the first match at home, and the second leg will be in the home of the opponent. Malawi, and the winner of Zambia-Malawi will play against the winner of 7-8 versus Ghana in the following round. We move to the last pot, We have already match 33-34, winner 9-10 versus Morocco. And the winner will play against the match that we will draw now, match 35-36. Gambia. And Gambia will play against Burkina Faso. Gambia will play against Burkina Faso, and the winner will play against the winner of Morocco in match 9 and 10. Match 37-38 is already winner 11-12 versus Senegal, and this match will be 39-40. Guinea. And the opponent of Guinea is Sierra Leone. Guinea-Sierra Leone will, the winner of Guinea-Sierra Leone will play against the winner of 11-12 versus Senegal. The next match will be match 43-44. Gabon. Versus Guinea-Bissau. Gabon, Guinea-Bissau. And the winner of Guinea-Bissau, Gabon, will play against the winner of match 13-14 versus Cameroon. And the last game, match 45-46. Last game to be drawn, Egypt. And Egypt will play against Congo. Egypt will play against Congo, and the winner will play against Nigeria in match 7-48. Winner of Nigeria 15-16. So you're always drawing your team against Nigeria in under 17 and under 20. So just to explain the remaining of the draw, and then we'll go back to analyze a little bit the matches. So as I said, here in the under 20, only 2 teams are qualifying to the World Cup. So we'll have to play 5 rounds. As I was mentioning, every match is playing against the match in front of it. So 17-18 is playing 19-20, 21-22 is playing 23-24 in the third round, and 25-26 play against 27-28 in the third round, 29-30 against 31-32, and so on. But we will have to play another 2 rounds to qualify only 2 teams. It will be with the same order. So every 2 pairs of match will play against each other. So if we take a look at the 4th round, for example, we continue with the same order. So winner of 49-50 will play against 51-52, 53-54 against 55-56, and so on until the 5th round. We will only have here 2 matches, 2 pair of matches to qualify 2 teams to the World Cup. So Nadine, how do you feel about the matches? So I think you want to play against Nigeria so much. So
I think we have to play them. But the matches look good, and a lot of new countries I was not aware of actually. So good luck to all the teams.
Yes, I think we have very strong matches, and some of the top teams in Africa here playing in the 2nd round. So I think it would be very strong, these matches. Yeah, as you mentioned, we wish all the best of luck for all the teams. Thanks a lot for assisting us. So now we will take another short break, and we will come back for the drawing of lots of the qualifiers of the Total Women Africa Cup of Nations, Morocco 2022. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We will conduct now the draw of CAF flagship women's tournament, the Total Women's Africa Cup of Nations. 2022 is the 12th edition. The first edition was organized in 1998 by Nigeria and was won as well by Nigeria. Nigeria won all the previous editions except 2008 and 2012 that were both won by Guinea Equatorial. For the first time of the history of Women's AFCON, we have 45 engaged teams, which is the record compared to the previous editions. It's almost the double. This edition will qualify 11 teams to the final tournament that will be held in Morocco in July 2022. And the final tournament will accordingly qualify 4 African teams by direct slots to the FIFA Women's World Cup Australia New Zealand 2023, in addition to 2 other slots through plays-off. Before starting the draw, let's watch a video including some highlights on women's football in Africa.
It's Africa. It's the love of the game. It's singing your national anthem with pride. Daring, that's how they call you. Passionate, it's Africa, evident in every It's the love of the game. It's singing your national anthem with pride. Daring, that's how they'd call you. Passionate, evident in every move. Determined, the rush, the sweat, the cheer. Persistent, it's all about making it come true. Patient, it's definitely worth it all. We are coming back, stronger than ever. For all we know, we are in this together. Africa.
Let's invite our legend, Ms. Nadine Razi, on stage in order to start the draw of the 12th edition of Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Hello, Nadine. Welcome back on stage.
Thank you.
As an African player, how do you feel about this increase in the number of engaged teams, almost the double than the previous editions? Do you think this the increase of the qualified team in the final tournament from 8 to 12 was one of the reasons that encouraged the MAs to participate?
I think it was one of the big reasons why a lot of teams are in the qualifiers now. And for me personally, this is a great sign that women's football in general is expanding and growing. So this gives a lot of players a chance to prove themselves, and you might find the star. And yeah, I found it very, very great for all of football.
Let's wish the best of luck of all the participating teams and start the draw. Let me explain to you the procedure. We have 6 spots at the 6 zones affiliated to CAF. The 44 teams are divided on these 6 spots. We mixed some zones together in order to establish a proper fixture. So we will start with pot A, with Sekafa zone. We have in this spot 8 teams: Ethiopia, Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda, Burundi, Djibouti, Eritrea, and South Sudan. The first round ball will play against the second round ball, and then we will repeat the same procedure. And the first round ball is always playing home. So let's please start with spot A. Uganda. Match 1 is Uganda. playing against Ethiopia. So match 1 and 2, it's Uganda versus Ethiopia, and Uganda will play the first match at home. Match 3, we have Kenya playing against South Sudan. Match 3 and 4, Kenya against South Sudan, first match played in Kenya. Match 5, it's Eritrea playing against Burundi. Match 5 and 6, Eritrea against Burundi, first match played in Eritrea. Match 7, we have Djibouti playing against Rwanda. Match 7 and 8, Djibouti against Rwanda. We have concluded Pot A. We will move to Pot B. Pot B is the COSAFA zone: South Africa, Zimbabwe, Angola, Namibia, Botswana, Eswatini, Mozambique, Malawi, Zambia. And we have added Tanzania from CECAFA zone in order to complete the fixture for this zone. So we will repeat the same procedure as Pot A. Match 9, it will be Malawi. Malawi is playing match 9 and 10 against Zambia. Match 9 and 10, Malawi against Zambia, first match played in Malawi. Tanzania, match 11, Tanzania will be playing against Namibia. Match 11 and 10, Tanzania versus Namibia. First match played in Tanzania. Match 13, we have Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe will play match 13 and 14 against Eswatini. Match 15 and 16. It will be Angola. Angola will play match 15 and 16 against Botswana. We will move to match 17 and 18. Mozambique playing 17 and 18 against South Africa, and the first match played in Mozambique. We will move to Pot C. It's a pot of UNAF. We have Tunisia, Algeria, Egypt, and we have added Sudan from CECAFA, being close to this country in order to complete the matches. Algeria, match 19 and 20. Algeria will be playing against Sudan. Match 19 and 20, Algeria against Sudan, and the first matches played at Algeria. Match 21 and 22, Egypt. Egypt will be playing match 21-22 against Tunisia. First match played at home. We will move now to pot D. Pot D is the UNIFAC zone, including Cameroon, Congo, Congo DR, Gabon, Central Africa, Sao Tome, Equatorial Guinea, and we are adding Togo from WAFU B in order to complete the pot. Match 23 and 24, it's Equatorial Guinea. Playing against DR Congo. First match played in Equatorial Guinea. Match 25, Sao Tome. Sao Tome playing against Togo, match 25 and 26. Match 27, it's Congo. Match 27-28, Congo will play against Gabon. Match 27-28, Congo versus Gabon, first match played in Congo. Match 29 is Central Africa. Central Africa will play against Cameroon, match 29 and 30, 29 and 30, first match played in Central Africa. We will move now to Pot E including WAFU A zone, Mali, Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Mauritania, and Sierra Leone. Match 31 and 32, Sierra Leone will be playing against Gambia. Sierra Leone versus Gambia, match 31-32. For match 33 and 34, we have Liberia, versus Senegal. Match 33-34, Liberia versus Senegal. Match 35-36, we have Mali will be playing against Guinea. Match 35 and 36, Mali versus Guinea. Match 37 and 38, we have Guinea-Bissau versus Mauritania. Now we finalized pot E and we will move to the final pot, pot F. It's the WAFOB zone. We have Nigeria, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Burkina Faso, and Niger. We will start with pot F. Match 39 and 40, Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso will be playing against Benin, match 39 and 40. Match 41 and 42, we have Nigeria. Nigeria will be playing match 41 and 42 against Ghana. Match 43 and 44. Niger. Niger will be playing match 43 and 44 against Cote d'Ivoire. Now we have concluded the draw of the first round, 44 matches in order to qualify 22 teams to play the second round. The winners will play against each other. The second round, we have from match 45 to match 66 in order to qualify 11 teams to the final tournament that will be held in Morocco in July 2022. So now we have concluded the draw of the women's AFCON. What do you think, Nadine, about the matches? The first round?
As usual, they all look...
We have one strong match here.
Definitely. We'll definitely be watching Nigeria and Ghana.
Nigeria versus Ghana.
Yeah, but all of the teams, I wish them good luck. And finally to be back, especially Egypt, in the African Cup after around 4 years of not participating.
Best of luck of all the teams, and thank you for your help and for participating with us in the draw.
Thank you,
Nadine.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have concluded now the draw of the total Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Thank you and best of luck to all the teams.